Tuesday, June 9th, 2026 was a very important day for me. It was my 9-year anniversary that I had a total hip replacement. Oh my gosh, the pain I was in every day, the inflammation. I was on Advil all day, every day in order to just function. I was so limited in how I moved. And then the other part of that is after I had my surgery, the awareness of how weak my muscles were in my hip joint. I couldn't even lift my leg to here in the beginning. And then I started getting stronger. And how did I do it? I did it first of all because I knew I could. I was only 51 at the time. I wasn't ready to give up. I had 49 more years left to live this beautiful life of mine, this active, amazing, traveling the world life that I want to live in. I wasn't ready to give up. So I did something every day. Did I do crazy stuff in the beginning? No. And wherever you are in your journey, ladies, it doesn't mean this is where you are. I meet ladies all the time that maybe have wrist tightness and they say, I can't load on my wrists. I'm like, wait a minute, what do you mean you can't? Maybe right now you're limited. It doesn't mean you can't. So this journey of being broken, my hip joint was collapsed before I had that hip replacement. When the doctor came out of the surgery, he said to me, Debbie, your hip was a bloody mess. And then I had that surgery and I slowly and surely worked my way back into my life. I was 51 when I had my hip replacement. I was teaching 8 live classes a week for a hospital in Southern California where I still currently teach. And I was teaching these 8 live classes and I just had this hip replaced and I couldn't even lift it off the floor. So what I thought was, now I have 8 times a week where I could make this stronger. So for the next 2 years, I did everything on this side, on my left side. So if I was doing a warrior 2, I started on the left and I loaded into my left hip for people. If I did the side angle, if I was doing triangle, whatever I was doing, it was on the left side. If I was doing a tree pose, it was on the left side. If I was doing dancer, it was left side. And so for 2 years, I did everything on this side. And then it was time for my next DEXA scan and I was 53 years old. And guess what? My next DEXA scan, they looked at my natural hip because this is fake. We don't look at the fake, we look at the real. -2.4. What does that mean? You are 1 point away from being osteoporosis at age 53. So I realized, what am I doing? This is the hip that actually needs everything, right? This is the hip that needs it. This is real muscle, real bone. This is what I want to protect. So for the next 2 years, every class I taught was the right side. Come here. It was all right side. Dancer. What else did I do? Well, after that reading, 53 years old, almost osteoporosis, oh my goodness, went on BHRT, changed my diet, ran functional labs, did a stool lab, found out I had yeast issues, cleaned up my diet, cleaned up my life, did all the things I needed to do, managed stress, did all the other things, because it's not just about one thing, it's all the things. There's over 150 root causes to bone loss. So I did all that I needed to do, and my next DEXA scan on my right hip was a -1.9. That's a big difference. Now there is a variation that you're gonna have discrepancy between one and the other, right? There might be there's a certain percentage you're allowed to be off at your one DEXA scan to the next, but not -0.5. That is substantial. That's what we call significant. So it was significant. I made a significant change. And how did I do it? I focused on this hip. I focused on challenging this hip with pulling on it, pushing on it, doing what I was doing. And I was only doing yoga. I wasn't doing anything else, no weights or anything else like that, probably walking, but really I was doing yoga. And it was all the other things, reducing inflammation, supporting digestion, healing my gut, eradicating yeast overgrowth, eating the foods I needed to eat to feed my bones. And that's my story. And with the work that I do, working with women, empowering them to take control of their bum health, And my mission of completely changing the way we do everything. So we have a broken bone healthcare system, and we are misdiagnosing, misguiding, and misleading women, and that has to stop. So that's part of what I do as well, right? So that whole thing put me in control and in charge of this body and these bones. And now that's where I hover. That's where I hover whenever I get diagnostics, whether I do a DEXA, which I don't do that often anymore, and I do a REMS, radio frequency echographic multispectrometry, which is an ultrasound. That's what I do. I look at my bones, and what did Nick Birch, orthopedic surgeon, say to me? He said, look at these bones. These are tough bones. And I'm like, yeah, I know I'm tough. Like, I actually know that. To be honest, I don't even really need a DEXA scan or REMS to tell me what my bones are like. I know what they're like because I can tell what lifestyle I have. Am I managing stress? Am I eating well? Am I pulling and pushing and demanding more from my bones every day? Because that is what determines, are your bones strong and fracture resistant or not? And I know I'm doing those things. So my story, there's a saying out there that my mess is my success. So what I went through, being broken, arriving to age 50, really with a collapsed hip joint and broken, and also being a yoga therapist, teaching thousands of people, seeing breakdown in the body, noticing that the body breaks down if we don't get involved in it, watching that natural progression of collapsed feet, knees are in, hips aching, shoulders are forward, which is what happens if you don't take care of it and get involved in your body, by the way. So noticing that and having my knowledge, and then my podcast, Stronger Bones Lifestyle, interviewing physicians, functional medicine physicians, orthopedic surgeons, and then as a functional health coach, running functional labs, looking at stool labs and blood labs for food sensitivities, saliva and urine for hormones, hormone metabolism, stress, all of that. I know that we have a broken bone healthcare system that is so reductionist, that is treating women with this ridiculous scam that can be wrong in so many ways. There's nothing to be offered from your doctor because your doctor was trained in the broken bone healthcare system. Here's the machine, the x-ray, and whatever the results are, here's the pill or the injection. That's all we have. So we cannot actually take care of our bone health in the broken bone healthcare system unless you want to go in and have insurance with that doctor, scan, medication. So if you want to go that route, that's that route. But if you want to do something about it, now you have to learn how to eat, stress management, optimizing sleep, optimizing detoxification, making sure you're pooping every day, make sure your gut is healthy, you're digesting, absorbing nutrients, lowering inflammation. That's how we do it. And that is what my life journey has taught me. And that's why I am where I am. That's why I do what I do. And honestly, to do the interviews with the orthopedic surgeons and the doctors that moved away from the broken bone healthcare system, the broken system, and to educate me in the way that they did, that's what empowers me. That's what makes me say, what the heck? We're not doing this. This is ridiculous what we are doing to women. We are scaring them with this diagnosis, or I call it scared still. You have osteoporosis. You have severe osteoporosis. That is going to scare the heck out of you. And that's going to make you feel fragile, breakable, and not even want to walk anymore. And if you move less, you lose more. So my goal is to soften the blow first of the ridiculous diagnosis. It really is. I know I'm saying that. I don't know how you're taking this, but take it because it's true, especially if you're small and petite. Did they put you in the right position? Did they put in all your demographics correctly? Is it the same machine? Is it the same technician? How did the technician put the areas that were going to be monitored on the x-ray? All of that matters. And potentially, did you take strontium the day before? Did you have calcium supplements? Like, what are all the factors that are going to skew this result of what you get once every 2 years? So this realization is like, what the heck are we doing? And then knowing what I know for me, for the ladies I work with, slow down, stop, reverse bone loss, reverse osteoporosis, depending on where you are and how much effort you put into it. Yeah, so possible. So in honor of my total hip replacement, I mean, I'm grateful. As crazy as this sounds, I am so grateful that this happened for me, not to me, for me. Because now it empowers me to show up to empower you and to be there for you and to help you get the answers you want. Because whoever you are, I meet you every day. I meet you every day and I hear your story every day. My doctor wants to put me on blank. I'm scared to go to my next doctor's appointment because he wants to do this, she wants to do this. I want to do all I can because otherwise I have to go in and fight with my doctor. My doctor told me, I'm not going to be your doctor anymore if you don't want to take the bone meds. Do you know that osteoporosis medications are the #1 refused medication? Yeah, they are. Because we don't want them. Because they have horrible side effects. But more importantly, they only build fake bone or artificially stop bone breakdown for this short period of time. They do not build physiological bone, according to the orthopedic surgeons that I interview on the Strong Bones Lifestyle podcast. So what are we doing anyway? We're artificially building fake bone that then is going to quickly dissolve when you stop the fake bone building drug. And then we have to bring in the artificial stop bone loss drug. But then what do we do after that? And what we don't do at all in that model is look at why. Why? Is it stress? Is it acidosis? Do you have the right hormones? Are you digesting your bone building nutrients? Are you pulling and pushing on your bones every day? Are you putting your beautiful bones to bed and sleeping appropriately? Are you toxic? Are you bringing in toxins or are you releasing them? Do you poop every morning? And so many women don't. So if you want to be in control and in charge, you can be. And this journey that I've been on with this fake hip of mine has put me into position to be here to raise awareness to the broken bone healthcare system, how wrong we've been doing it, and to empower you to realize that you are in control of your bones. And you know what? You kind of knew that, right? You knew that there had to be something you could do. There is. I'm Debi Robinson. Join us in whatever Stronger Bones Lifestyle community, Stronger Bones Lifestyle podcast, Stronger Bones Lifestyle YouTube channel. My signature program, Healthy Gut, Healthy Bones, is a step-by-step transformation of how you turn the ship around on bone loss and build stronger fracture-resistant bones. That's what we want to do. Stop bone loss, build stronger fracture bones that won't break. And you have the power to do that. So join me. Love to guide you along in this process. And thank you. If you're not subscribed already, subscribe to my channel and share this with your friends, with women that need to hear this, so that we realize that it's a broken system and that we have actually been in control our whole lives and we're stronger than we were misled to believe we are. All right. Thank you.